Okay, hello. I think we are live. I have no idea how to find out. Okay, now it says we are live. Right, we are up and running. I'll have to change the name of this stream shortly. It didn't let me change the settings. But I think we have the right details. Anyway, good morning from Vietnam. Today is day 2 of the 12K challenge, where we are looking to use the tools provided in the No Website Agency workshop. So the workshop that I'm selling for $47. What I'm doing here is using the exact information in there to show you how to piece it all together. And I'm going to go and create 12K worth of business in order to make this work. Now, I haven't got the sound perfect. My laptop won't pick up my headphones, which is really annoying. I am going to go and buy a microphone. We are having some lockdowns thanks to a 4th wave of COVID in the country. So, there's not a lot open, but I will find a microphone and make this a little bit easier to hear. I have to have the aircon on. We are having a heat wave here. It is ridiculously hot, and it's only 10:23 a.m. here. Okay, so just to summarize the 12K challenge, this is all about me creating a brand new niche, going and finding a problem within that niche that my skills and expertise are able to solve. Then we're going to craft a unique and differentiated offer that's going to stand out from everybody else. And then we're going to go and write some business. So what I mean by that is we're going to use some organic methods to go out and find some clients. 12K. We're going to do 12K in business, hopefully in a month, but if it takes a bit longer, I'm here till it's done. Now let me tell you, there's no guarantee of success. When you're starting out and you want to build yourself an online business, look, trial and error is the hardest way to do it. You need a system, you need a focused approach where you're really working on the things that move you forward. Too often I see people all the time actually saying things like, well, I've just got to build this and I'll get that built and I'll get this made and I'll get my website done and I've got all these jobs to do before I can go out to market. And then what happens in the majority of cases is they do all that stuff and then they go to market and it doesn't work because all that stuff they were doing isn't actually what's needed. All that stuff is just technical stuff. I got to have a website, I've got to, get some software, I've got to do all this stuff. No, you have to go and test your offer and make sure it converts. If you can't get people to buy your offer, there's no point spending money on it. And I don't like to spend money on anything until it has generated some revenue. So I'm a bit harsh. I won't waste money until I've validated an offer, because if I can't sell it organically, it isn't going to sell any other way. Okay, so organically means just without having to spend money. So we're going to go out, we're going to create an offer, and we're going to use the 2 methods, or one of those methods in the workshop to find some clients. But today is day 2, and we're going to carry on with our research. Coffee is good, and you'll see me drinking lots and lots of water. I like to stay hydrated. This is actually really cool. This is sparkling water. It's a 460 ml bottle. I buy them by the crate. I've got 10 crates at a time. Just with lockdown, I've bumped up a bit. But what this costs is literally, I think it's 11 US cents a bottle. So yeah, the joy of living in Vietnam, things are pretty cheap. Okay, so let me just see where we're at. If you are watching, feel free to say hi in the chat, just so I know that's working and that the audio is going. It would be terrible if it wasn't. I'll be sitting here talking and you'll just have mute. But no, I have tested everything this morning. Again, I know the sound quality isn't great. I'm going to fix that. Okay, so I've posted the streaming schedule in the group, and I'm going to stream at this time every morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So that's 4 days in a row, and then I'll have a few days off, and then we'll come back the following Tuesday. Monday is a pretty tough day for me. I have a number, I sort of jam-pack a lot of clients into my Monday, so I have, I think, something like 4 or 5 calls on a Monday. Okay, so this is exciting. Let's recap where we were yesterday. So I went through my power zone. Let me get to the right screen, that would help. And I wrote down my passions, my top 5 skills and expertise, and then the 5 industries that I'm drawn to. Now, the thing is, you want to pick industries that you really enjoy. I had a message this morning going, oh man, is there a faster way to do research? That's so boring. Is there a tool you can use? Yeah, well, you probably can, but this isn't something you can outsource. Your research is so that you get to know your niche, your group of people, and I know some of you say niche. I'm from New Zealand, I say niche. And I hope that doesn't upset you too much, but when I hear niche, it just sounds so strange to me. So I imagine niche, for those niches out there, probably sounds a bit strange too. So when I say niche, you know I'm saying niche. Okay, so so this person was wanting to outsource, the research. And while you can get a VA to go out and gather the research, you still have to learn it yourself, because you're the one creating the offer. You're the one that's going to be talking to this market when it's time to go and get business. So it's very important that you do this research. And if it takes me a week, I'll take a week, right? You have to understand your market deeper than your competitors understand it, in a way that you're going to be able to see it from a new perspective and be able to create an offer with a very unique angle. Now that all sounds all quite hard, right? So that's why we're doing it live, and you're going to see it. So the first industry I sort of decided to go and have a look at was the coaching and consulting industry. I'm relatively new to that industry, but I do coaching and consulting myself. So I think it's a fairly good, it's a boom industry. Everyone's in there promising the world to coaches. So there's a lot of people in this industry. So we're just going to go through. We're researching the problems, and we're going to try and find something that nobody's seen before, or something unique. So we're just problem hunting at the moment, okay? And the ways I was doing it in the first stream was just through Facebook groups and through Amazon. Look, this popped up on my newsfeed. Let me show you. It's in my messenger. Okay, I've been a health life coach for 3 years and an author since 2019, but I haven't had a client since early 2020. Okay, we're 11th of May 2021. So this person is a health and life coach for 3 years, but hasn't had a client. Okay, virtual coach community. I had a feeling that was going to be rich. So we've got another one we can add to our problem list. Okay, so right. So we're going to write this one down. This is can't get clients. So this is an interesting one, because that's where most people would assume the problem is, and that's where most people who are trying to sell into the coaching niche are pitching. They're pitching on ways to get clients. I'm quite interested in the coaching framework, the pricing, the imposter syndrome. There's some really interesting problems that we've uncovered. But today, I'm going to do it slightly different, and we're going to go and ask. We're going to go and do some posting. The reason I'm streaming at this time is so that our American audience is still up. It's between 8:30 and 10:30 p.m. The day before in America. So that way, when we're doing some research on Facebook, we'll be good to go. Okay, so here we go. So here's the live stream. So let's go to our groups. Let's find our coaching groups. Oh, where's a list of my groups? Oh, that's just all the things in the groups. I have lots of groups. Okay, so let's go to the virtual coach community. We're just going to have a quick look, see if there's anything new. Okay, so here it is. We'll open that in a new tab. We've got the Get Coached for Free. Coaches, consultants, that's a new one. We've just got accepted. Oh, we're not accepted in yet. We haven't joined it yet. Oh, okay. We'll get out of that one. Okay, so let's just jump in and look. I know research is a bit slow, but another person said to me, they said, can you help me get clients? I said, sure, let's do some research. And they go, I don't want to do that stuff. Can you just help me with the clients? And in their mind, these two things are completely separate. In my mind, research and getting clients are one and the same. You can't go get clients if you don't know your market, if you don't know who you're selling to, right? So, look, I don't know why, but a lot of people think you can just build a sales funnel or go in and there's some magic wand to go get clients. There isn't. Well, if there is, I don't know it. So, yes, you can use paid ads and all of that to get clients, but only once you've done your research and you know who you're talking to. You've got to understand the language, you've got to understand the way they think, you've got to understand what problems they're having and how those problems manifest. And that's what I want to work out today. We're going to figure out how do these problems that we've identified over here, so how do these problems impact their business, right? So we're going to ask some coaches and consultants some questions. Now, this is covered in the second module in the Niching Down workshop. So if you go and have a look at that sometime, where I talk about problem hunting. And one of the things people do is they just go into groups, and you'll see it all the time if you're active on Facebook. And they say things like, what's the biggest problem you're facing in your industry right now? Oh, come on, everybody's asking that question. You have to ask in a unique way that really gets some engagement. So the things I want to look at is imposter syndrome, coaching frameworks. So what I'm going to start with in here, we'll just have a quick look. Self-healing, looking for some advice. Okay, we like this. I'm feeling new in my coaching business. I'm looking for a supportive coach. Doesn't say why they want it, but not my market. I feel like God or the universe, call it, is pushing me into that way. So people, look, these coaches, I see this a lot here. Meditation, holistics here. So this seems to be a life coaching thing. We'll narrow that down shortly, but we're just going to make another wee note about what sort of resonance, okay? So very much it's emotional language here. And another note is coaches believe they have a calling. Okay, so what we haven't done yet is beliefs, okay? So I like to understand the beliefs. This is also covered in the workshop, so nothing new here. I'm only using tools that I'm giving you in the workshop. So believe they have a calling, okay? Quite interesting. Okay, now I'm not saying it's a false belief, I'm just saying it's something they believe, because we need to understand how they think. This is good research. I don't even know if I'm going to go into this niche, but anyway, we got to have a look. Okay, so I didn't get the turnaround. I'd love to have an income, build step by step, but all the works I start come to an end, or I get sick, or something will tell me jump, but I'm afraid as hell. I was never rich in money. Sometimes a fighter, then I'm overwhelmed. What does life want? Okay, this is a wee bit confused. There's a real lack of clarity here. So, look, this person doesn't have a framework. This person doesn't know how to coach, right? Which is the key problem we kind of identified in our Amazon research. I don't know how to coach. Here's another one, right? Yeah, really interesting. So we have seen that. So if we have a look at the I don't know how to coach, here it is here, right? We've seen that. We've just seen that now. So let's just do a quick flick through before we. I like to just browse these groups. What book is I bought the VI package 3 days ago so I could watch replays. Okay, so people are investing in themselves. I don't know what the VIP package they're talking about is. Not huge engagement, but some people are buying it. That's good. They're investing in themselves. I know this person. What is a good certification for relationship coaching? Okay. I'm a certified evidence-based coach and certified life coach. Now, no offense to life coaches, but you can pick up a certification for like $20. It's kind of like Keffel, right? They're just cheap as chips, and they're not really necessary. But for some people, I guess they give authenticity and they help overcome that imposter syndrome. Okay, not showing up on a discovery call. That's quite a big problem here. Look at that. It's not because you're not charging. There's no skin in the game. That's interesting. This is quite a cool thread. I don't know if that's a good question. Yeah, this one, be sure to send reminders. Yeah, look, 9 people like this. Maybe just not reminders. Okay, so quite a cool thread. I didn't realize I'd already seen that. So there you go. Are there any coaches here that use energy work readings or intuition in their practice? I'm a twin flame coach. Okay, so coaching covers a number of different genres. Look at that. What? Hang on. 116 answers? When was this posted? 2 days ago? Well, we've got to have a look at some of these comments. This is intriguing. Now, this isn't a problem we're finding, but what we're finding is there are a lot of energy work, readings, or intuition. That's crazy. Okay, so we're just going to flick through some of these 116 answers and just see what kind of coaches these are, because this could be a really good spot. Now, excuse me, I just see a spot on the webcam, so hopefully this doesn't affect things. I'll just give it a quick polish. Is that better? We're still good? Yep. Oh, look at that, shiny. Everything is energy. I use my intuition. I wouldn't dare to have this level of knowledge. Intuition is part of my coach. I use oracle cards and energy work, energy healing in my high ticket programs, clinical hypnosis. I love your spelling. Yeah. Irrelevant. I'm super intuitive. Yeah, so here's this guy. Seriously? Do you know what twin flame coaching is? Well, clearly he doesn't. What is twin flame? Inner wisdom. Oh man, I hate to say this, but is this the blind leading the blind here? I do chakra work. Look, I have a really good client in the crystal space. Man, massive industry. Like the dollars that are spent in this industry astound me. I'm an energy healer and happiness consultant. Look at them all. Look at them all. This is insane. Look at this. Okay, so this group has, wow, so there's been this big boom in coaching, and look at this. This is all the, I use my gift of seeing emotional box and release them. Wow, very interesting. Let's just make a wee note. So what I might do is just put additional notes here. Look, there's no right or wrong way to do research, really. Well, there is a wrong way by not doing it. But what I mean by that is, like, see here, I'm just putting stuff, we're going to have pages of stuff when we're finished. And this will, when we go into our offer, you'll see how we use all this stuff. So additional notes, there appears to be a lot of energy healing, holistic coaches. Okay, just so we know, we like market, we want a big market. When we do pitch our offer, we want it into a market that's relatively big. If we have a tiny wee market, you're just not going to make enough money. You're going to have to go really high ticket to compensate, and I doubt these people have that kind of money. So let's just carry on. Friend requests. What's your elevator pitch? Oh, this will be interesting. See what people are doing. Good question. So again, what we're doing is we're just understanding who we're talking to in this group. Feminine women, while helping them build top shelf values. I help coach midlife people get uncocooned so they can become who they were meant to be and create the future they always wanted. Okay, a lot of women to women coaches, a lot of words like empowerment. I guide performance coaching and marketing mentoring. This is smart. I like this. That sounds good. I like what I see there. The Coaching Academy. I wonder what that is. We'll be doing some competitor research shortly, so don't worry. It may not be today. Today, I just want to nail down my niche and actually figure out what kind of offer I want to do. Okay, some interesting stuff here. Like, this is just one group. This is a bit of a goldmine of people. Okay, is it possible to hire a coach who can help you get results while not charging thousands of dollars a month? Okay, so lack of business acumen, right? So they're coaching, but they don't know how to do business. They're two very separate things. And we made a note of that in our problems, niching down. Okay, can't get clients. Look, a lot of these things are related. So we found another problem, which is lack of business knowledge. I was going to write acumen, but we'll keep it simple. So look, this is interesting because we haven't verified all these yet. We're going to do that. And I want to start with the ones that I said at the beginning, the imposter syndrome. So let's go into this. This sounds like a great group to ask this question. Look, you see how many problems we're finding today? Yesterday, we were just seeing marketing post after marketing post. Today, problem. So, that's just Facebook. You just got to go hunting. There's just no quick way to do this. Okay, so we're going to ask a question in here. We're going to want a nice wee picture. So I'm going to create a wee picture. So the question I want to ask is around imposter syndrome. So what impact does imposter syndrome have on someone's coaching business? We'll just put a color behind it, shall we? What's a nice color? A lot of sort of look, I'm not a UX designer. We'll just pick something that's warm and friendly for the type of people we're talking to. That one was quite cool. Yeah, let's go with that one. Okay, so we'll post that and we'll come back and have a look at that shortly, see if we get some replies. We'll keep that as a question. Okay, so what we want to know is, how does this problem impact the business? It's all well and good understanding, well, they have a problem, but what does that mean for their business? Are they frustrated? How do they feel emotionally? Because when we craft our offer, we need to speak to them in a way that they just go, yes, it's like you're reaching through the screen and speaking to me. And people think that I write really good copy because I'm really smart. And the truth is, I write really good copy because I do my research and I go and learn the voice and the resonance that works for the people that I'm writing to. Nothing else. It's just research. And people wonder why I charge $3.5K for a landing page or a website copy, is because half of that is just hours upon hours of this kind of research. Look, I actually quite enjoy this. I know some of you might find it boring, but I do enjoy it. Oh, look at that. We've got some people. Taylor, thank you. Good to see you. Been a long time, mate. You're still in New Zealand. So Taylor, one of my old, played poker. We played poker back in New Zealand. Justin, the audio kind of doubles. Oh, so we got an audio problem still? That's annoying. Let's see if we can fix that. Thanks for letting me know, buddy. I don't want to just keep streaming with that problem. Let me go to the audio settings. Okay, how about that? Hopefully that will sort it. Yeah, that audio kind of doubling will be so annoying. Mate, I've got to get a microphone. That's really frustrating. So let me, I really don't know how to fix it. Honestly, I'm just not that technical. So if anybody else is still listening, could you just let me know how the audio is? That would be really helpful. All good. Okay, so that fixed it. That is good to know. Thanks for that heads up, my friend. I'll remember to check back on the chat a little bit more frequently. I get a wee bit into this. So okay, so let's jump back to our. So we've what have we done? We've written our question, and we'll just wait and see. We get some answers. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to another group. And we're going to ask a different question on a different topic. One thing I don't like to do is put the same question into multiple groups all at once. It just, for people that are in all those groups, they see bam, 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 they immediately know it's a marketing question. It just lowers your authenticity, in my opinion. Now, it's a personal thing, but, oh, what was this group? I just saw one with more members. Okay, so we'll just have a quick flick through this group. What do you do to improve your coaching skills? That's interesting, but 4 hours ago, only 2 questions, lots of reading, practicing my craft. What are you currently doing to grow your coaching program? This is interesting. Praying and seeking a real mentor who charges nothing, as real mentors would. Oh my goodness. I bet you they've been slaughtered in the chat. That is just ridiculous. What do you mean by that? Are you looking for a coach that will offer you a program for free? I'm looking for a real mentor, one that will do it for free.